Burn care hasn't changed in 40 years, and it's something that scars you both physically and mentally for life. Military service members and first responders need all of us. They need accelerated advances in technology to aid burn survivors across America. What started the journey for Sons of the Flag was an Army Ranger who was severely burned in Afghanistan on his first deployment. So sitting there talking with him and seeing some of the disfigurement and asking him point blank, what are they doing for you today? And he basically said that he had had 36 surgeries at the time and that was as good as it gets for him. That night I studied and I couldn't find anything to give him. So I started Sons of the Flag that next day.
I think it is one of the most selfless acts that any human being can perform. To go into battle, to go into a burning building, to protect us, our freedom, our possessions. And then when someone is injured and their life is changed forever, as a civilian, I believe it's my responsibility to do everything that I can do to help them get back to as close to normal as possible.
We provide two particular areas of critical help to burn patients. One in particular is the fellowship program. They say there's over 400,000 people that get burned in this country every year. What we've heard is there are roughly around 120 to 200 accredited burn surgeons nationally. So there's not even enough doctors to take care and facilitate that number. So by creating a fellowship program at Sons of the Flag, we look for key doctors in the residency who want to go into burn specialization or specialists.
I've been working on 3 main projects. One is really focused on the muscle atrophy that burn patients have after injury. Another project that I'm working on is looking at acute kidney injury after burns. The last project that I'm working on is looking at clock genes. Our hope is that finding when these alterations occur and why in this gene expression, that we can better time all of our recovery efforts to make recovery and rehabilitation much quicker for these patients.
The second program we have at Sons of the Flag is actually locking the doctor team in with the patient. They do a consultation, understand and identify the needs, and then the doctors come up with a game plan. Sons of the Flag ships the patient out to be helped by these doctors, and then they give them the best overall outcome they can.
When I think about the people we've helped, it never hit me until the first time I actually spoke with a family member of a burn survivor. I was on the phone with someone's wife. It was a first responder who was burned really badly. She said he's just in so much pain all the time and no one really knows that. And I just remember sitting in my office with tears welling up thinking, this is why you're here on a daily basis. And when you speak with someone whose life you've helped, it's the best feeling in the world.
The injuries I sustained overseas were 75% burns to my body, 3rd and 4th degree burns, and I lost the right leg. It was a below the knee amputation. Sons of the Flag has helped better my life just with all the resources that we've been able to accumulate with one another. Networking with other veterans and first responders and civilians that have suffered burns is just a big community that I wasn't aware that was out there.
The real premise of when you understand burn care, it's not something that people like to talk about. It's not something that people like to, place themselves in the middle of the injury because it's such a horrific thing to deal with and people don't know enough about it. But they're still human, they're still the same person, and they need our help and our love more than ever. So that's why I always impress on this is think about that. Today you look like this, tomorrow you don't. How do you continue on? Well, that's why there are organizations like Sons of the Flag that exist, because we know that there's a need and we're willing to answer the call.